Assalamualaikum friends, this is Mohammad Inam and in this video we are going to talk about Lagrange formulation or principle. This Lagrange formulation or principle is very useful. In this method we can convert the physical problem into mathematical problem. So this is a physical model. Here these are springs, damping force or dampers, or these are mass. This is 5 degree of freedom model. Now we want to convert this model into mathematical model. So, Lagrange principle states that L equals to kinetic energy minus potential energy. Here L is Lagrangian function, kinetic energy and potential energy are the energies, you know. For kinetic energy, we know from the elementary physics school that kinetic energy equals to half mv square. So, this half mv in mathematics, this v is basically x dot square. So we can represent this whole model into kinetic energy as kinetic energy equals to half m1 x dot 1 whole square plus m2 x dot 2 square plus m3 x dot 3 squared plus m4 x dot 4 whole square plus m5 x dot 5 whole square. So this is the kinetic energy of the total system. Now we need potential energy. In this case, the potential energy is basically the spring force, and by Hooke's law we know that k half kx square. This is the spring force by Hooke's law. So we can write this spring force for this model as half k1 x1 square plus half k2. But now for this spring, the position of this m2 basically depends upon the position of this one and this one. So this can be written as x2 minus x1 squared, and similarly 1 half k3. Now position of this one is basically depends on this one both. So this is x3 minus x2 whole squared plus half k4 x4 minus x3 whole squared plus half k5 x5 minus x4 whole square. This is the potential energy for the model. Now we can build our Lagrangian as a kinetic energy minus potential energy. So I am taking common half. Now kinetic energy terms m1 x dot 1 whole square plus they are continue up to m5 x dot 5 whole square. Now negative sign, potential energy terms k1 x1 squared plus k2 x2 minus x1 whole squared plus up to so on till this one. So this is our Lagrangian. We have found our Lagrangian function, and Lagrangian function can be represented or based on masses and springs, but here is no use of damping coefficient. So the system is non-conservative. For non-conservative system we need one mode function that is called potential function or Rayleigh dissipation function. So in this model the dissipation function I am represented by f. So this is Rayleigh dissipation function, can be written as half c1 coefficient of damper 1 x dot 1 square plus half c2 x dot 2 minus x dot 1 whole square plus half c3 x dot 3 minus x dot 2 whole square plus half c4 x dot 4 minus x dot 3 whole square. Basically the same as Hooke's law, but here is a difference of dot plus half c5 x dot 5 minus x dot 4 whole square. So this is Rayleigh dissipation function or potential function. Now according to Lagrange formulation, the statement of Lagrange formulation for non-conservative system is d by dt partial L by partial x dot I plus partial f by partial x dot I minus partial L by partial xi equals to qi for all I equals to up to 1 to up to 5, sorry, n. But for this system we have 5 degree freedom, so we can fix our n as 5. So through this formulation we can get the mathematical model of this system in terms of a system of differential equation. Here are the 5 degree, 5 masses, so this will be give us system of 5 differential equation. Okay, here Qi is the generalized forces on the masses, each masses. So we can see that here on mass 1 there is no external force, so Q1 basically 0, at Q2 also 0, Q3, Q4 all are 0, equals to Q2, Q3, Q4, but can be force applied on the mass 5. So we can say that Q5 is equals to some function g of x, or some function g of t, time. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to just compute these terms, partial L by partial x dot I. So let me show you how we can compute these terms. Equals to 1. If we take I equals to 1, then this equation can be partial L by partial x dot 1 plus partial f by partial x dot 1 minus partial L by partial x1 equals to Q1. Now partial L by partial x dot 1, when we differentiate L with respect to x dot 1, so what we have left, there is no x1, x dot 1, no x dot 1, no x dot 1, no x dot 1, and no more x dot 1. So only the remaining part will be from this one, m1 x dot 1, just this part. And what we will get if we differentiate with respect to x dot 1, f c1 x dot 1 and c2 x dot 2 minus x dot 1. These two terms will be left in this part, and last one minus partial L by partial x1. If we differentiate L with respect to x1, then these all terms will be 0, only these two terms will be left, minus k1 x1 and minus k2 x2 minus x1, and q1 is 0, so the left part will be d by dt of this one, m1 x double dot 1 plus c1 x dot 1 plus c2 x dot 2 minus x dot 1 plus k1 x1 plus k2 x2 minus x1 equals to 0. So this is the first equation for the model. Now similarly we can get the remaining 4 equations by putting I equals to 2, 3, 4 and so on. Let me show you the remaining equations as well. For I equals to 1 we have this equation, for I equals to 2 we have this 3, 4, 5 and this system of differential equation represented the mathematical model of that physical model which we have shown before. So guys, you have seen in this video how Lagrange formulation translate your physical model into mathematical model in terms of some calculation which we have done in earlier classes as like calculus 1. So if you have any question you can post or comment in post your comment in comment section. Thank you for watching this video.